Okay, let's get started here, shall we? Nick, thank you for the watch streak of 30. Okay. So that's there. I should probably plug in my headphones. And I apologize, I intended this fully to be a shop stream. And that did not happen because the computer I was using at the shop decided to take a shit. Which is going to be very unfortunate if I can't get it working in the morning. 63 months, holy shit, dude. That's crazy. Just a second here, I'll give everybody my fuller attention. Okay, we're doing the Lubbock-con ticket giveaway today. You'll have to be here when I decide to do it. I don't know when I'm going to do it yet, so. Okay. Now your chat should be showing up on the screen. Make sure that window's there. If anybody's watching on YouTube, please say hi. Or not. You don't have to, but. Oh, yeah. How's everybody today? I've had an extremely busy day. Yeah, let's keep the tunes going, shall we? Okay, that should help with the doubling. Turn game volume down. Do a little bit of 15 practice. Oh, cool. How's that going along? Should actually unmute this. Shocker came up with some pretty cool tech that I haven't had a chance to look yet. Let me go ahead and unmute that, just so you can. Damn it. I'm a little off here. 40,000 business library records overnight. Wow. Well, it's a shame you're not going to be able to come down this weekend, dude. Oh, I disagree. Okay. Come on. Right. Honestly, this is going to be a lot more fun than Hamfest. do that, I got to break myself of these bad habits, or we're going to have bad runs. Slow, but good. Man, I hate that pattern. Yeah, we're gonna be streaming a lot of the con this weekend, so I will post the info in the Discord. Man, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Taking that extra hit, and it's not good. Come on. Man, we were doing so good at this yesterday, too. Or not. Maybe I'm just frustrated because I couldn't get the stuff at the shop to work. Which means I'm going to have a very long day tomorrow. Come on. Stop doing that. I don't know why I've just forgot how to do this hallway all of a sudden. I just don't know what's going on here. Oh, I bet I forgot to get the meat. That's what I did. Come on. Whew, it was the last frame on that one. I mean, technically it's almost always the last frame. It's a 3-frame jump, but still a little sketchy. Okay. So Shocker and I have been talking about a different way of doing this hallway. And he's actually been doing the research on it because I was too busy today setting stuff up. But actually trying to manip a potion this hallway. And I think he's found a way to make it work. There we go. Hey, Silk Bankroll, how's it going? Hey, Arnold Simmons. Sorry. I was not paying attention to YouTube because I dropped the window. Okay, we're going to try this one more time. One more time. This has been atrocious. Okay, there we go. That's much better. That's not ideal. Come on, let's go. Excited for Lubbock-con to be your first time? Nice. I've been to most of them. I used to do a lot of work in the early days and kind of got away from it for a while. And, I started back last year, and I'm helping out with the panel rooms and stuff like that. So, I swear I played this game before. This, to be fair, and especially if anybody here, this is your first time, this is the hardest part of this run by far. I spent more, well, especially on the low percent, because I actually ran low percent before I ran this category. I spent more time learning this part of the run than I did the entire any percent category run when I first started speed running. And when I'm actually doing like legitimate attempts, not like, because this is more marathon type, we actually start with a lot less health on this fight. Okay, that's fine. Almost did that one damageless. Creeps, do not. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you're a big fan of Apex Legends, I mean, this is the con to go to. I think we've got, 5 of the voice actors from the game? And it's really cool to, because I've been to bigger cons, and I've been to smaller cons, and the smaller cons are honestly the better experience. Okay, I'm not going to get to meet Patrick Stewart at Lubbock-con, right? But you get to hang out with the people. I did YC3 a few years ago, and I got to meet Denise Crosby, who played Tasha Yar in Star Trek, and also Commander Sela later on. It's really cool because, usually the crowds are not huge at the smaller conventions, and you can actually, sit and talk to the people, whereas, for the most part, when you go to the bigger conventions, especially the people that want to meet, you get 10 seconds with them, and that's it. Creep, I will ban you. I won't. I'll just do it. Don't make me do it. Luthon, I will ban you too. I know you were on your BS now too. Okay, let's get the music going from the game itself because I actually need to hear this. So, yeah, let me get my... Creep, how are you doing this evening? Okay, let me get a little bit more volume there. You guys hear me okay? Looks like it's coming out okay. Probably use a little bit more game volume though. Okay, let's do this. I said earlier one more time, but so we're gonna do mostly no reset runs tonight. What am I doing? My head is not in the game. I was planning on doing this at the shop and the streaming computer just put together took a crap. So, Sath, how are you tonight? Which means that after tonight, I need to do... Oh, and I didn't bring my editing stuff with me. Oh. Okay, there we go. Should have just taken the boost and went through. That's okay. Could not have done anything about that. That's the unfortunate reality when you take that extra hit there. Oh, nice. Okay, here we go. This is what we want. Oh, I wanted to take the boost the other way. There we go. Okay. Zantino, do not. No, the X's do not give good fortune to CV speedrunners. You do not the X here. We do not post the X. This is not an X posting channel. The X is evil and is not to be trusted. We do not use the X. Con, what's going on? I see you started streaming again. You keep streaming when I'm busy and can't watch. Also, Creeps, where's your streams been? Okay, I've had enough of death. Let's do stage 9, because that was really giving me... Or, you know, just Godbridge. Or half a Godbridge, anyway. I actually died to these guys the other day. I have to clean my language up a little bit. This fight is actually a lot harder in this category. So, Silk Bankroll, do you game? Do you stream? Well, I mean, obviously you game. You play Apex Legends. Okay, let's look at 7 here. Really 7-1 or 7-2 is what I want to do. Then we'll start run attempts here in a minute. It's Richard. You doing any speed running or just I don't mean to sound oh, come on. Dismissive when I say only casual. I do a lot of casual streaming too, so. I do a little bit of every. Oh, come on. I swear I've played this game before. Once. I'll toss you a follow. It's always good to see local guys. There's going to be another local dude, Jacob from Stormcrow. Is don't you do it? Okay, we're going to take the safety path there. Okay, let's do that a couple more times. This section is very hard. This is another one of those sections that is just like brutally difficult casually. The any percent speed run makes it almost free. This category whip only if you're not familiar with it. If anybody's not familiar with it. Basically, no sub weapons. Okay, nice. That's what we want. Okay. Now when I'm running for time, I'm not going to do that. I just go for that there. Listen here, creep. I can't wait till you start running this game. I'm gonna leave it at that. But you've got a while to do that because you have a bus to drive. Okay, we'll take that boost there. So it's gonna be a little while before you get to run this game. I heard that bus takes a very long time to get to its destination. Oh, no. I'm not driving a bus. Do I look like a bus driver to you? Okay, that's what we don't want to happen. I thought he was going for the jump. Gotta be a little bit more patient. Okay, that should... Oh, because I did the duck thing. That actually works. I forgot about that. I was about to say, that shouldn't have worked. And that was completely my fault. I'm not going to blame the controller on that one, as much as I would like to. It's going to be one of those nights. I hope you guys are ready for a wild ride. So it's either going to be terrible or I'm going to PB tonight. Never game growing up or in my early adulthood. Oh, okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I grew up playing these games, and I was scarred by them. And now I've came back, and I do terrible things to these games to repay the terrible things they did to me as a child. Okay, that's not what I want, but that'll work. Oh, I've got like 20 minutes set aside for my run at this point. Okay, so even though we have the potion, we still have to do those standing whips, which would cost us time normally, and it does cost us time, but we have to reach the boss fight on a particular frame to get this pattern here. So a lot of this stuff we do in this run is very, very, very intentional. Okay, I feel okay about that. Let's just do Fleeman Alley, and then we'll do the Frank fight a couple of times. This is another one of the notoriously very difficult parts of this game. If you have the holy water, it's actually fairly trivial. If you don't, it is not fun. Okay, so that little pause I did there actually sets the pattern for these two bone snakes so that we can just walk straight through and not take any damage. This is also this is the second most difficult boss in this run. In any percent run, you stun lock him with holy water, and he just dies, and he can do nothing. It's literally free. Holy water, you can abuse every single boss in this game except for Dracula. Okay, now why can't I do that in the run when I'm on pace? Okay, I'm feeling good. Let's see if we can get a Medusa crit. And we'll see if we can get some bat crits, and then we'll go. So I've never really played Apex. I've heard of it. I've seen some people play it, but I don't really play a lot of modern games. I'll play Ultros Do Not. Okay, that one's not going to work. Nope. Yeah, that should work. It should have worked. Oh, maybe it was... Come on. Do I have a bad pattern here? I may have a bad pattern. I think that's a bad pattern. Let's go to stage 6 and set that save state up again. Thank you, obsolete. Ultros, how are you doing? How are things up in frosty Canada today? The X is not to be trusted. It will betray you. There we go. Okay, too far. I think that's good. Nope, too far. Way too far. Okay, but I can't do that. I thought I had it that time. This is extremely... Okay, that's way too far. a very precise trick. Too far left. I'm wondering if it's better to take that boost back. What we're doing here is we're trying to hit the boss on the exact same frame that they hit us. You'll hear that kind of weird. You'll hear that weird sound. And you'll notice that Medusa's health drops by quite a bit. There we go. Okay. Really only got into Apex because of friends. They enjoyed playing Titanfall, and the creators of Titanfall made Apex. Right. So, transition. Right, yeah. Evil does not have a home in this whole... Ultros, you were the one who professes the evil. You bring the X here. Snowed too much yesterday and got warm above freezing today. Your parking spot is in bad shape. Oof. An igloo around your car. Oh, yeah, that's got to be rough. It got chilly here today. It was like 65. And now Ultros is never going to talk to me again. Okay, back crit and we start runs. And I think what we'll do is we'll do a 5x. I'll take a quick break and we will do a... Apparently we're not getting back crits either. What bat? Anybody see a bat? I don't know what happened to it. Okay. Oh, way too early. Way too early, but close. I think that was... Okay, we're better. There we go. The timing on this is frame perfect, 1/60th of a second. That was like 3 frames off. There we go. One frame off. That's good. Okay, we're a lot closer. There we go. Late. Okay, one more and then we will start runs. No. That was way, way early. Okay. There we go, late. This is not looking great. Keep going early. There we go. Goodbye, bat. Hey, Chip Gal. Oh, I'll drop your ticket off at the shop, by the way. There we go. I'll put it in the drawer. Ended up just getting a ticket. No. There we go. Okay. All right, y'all ready for some runs? Let me grab another beverage real quick, and we'll get started. Okay, let's okay. Okay. So there we go. Let's see. Save split as. Okay. So I think we'll do the giveaway at the end of this 5X. So hopefully everybody who wants to do it is going to be hanging around. And you can enter on YouTube or Twitch. And in fact, if you're watching on both, you can enter on both. Why not? We'll do it that way. Okay, so let's we're gonna do this. Options, reset the game, save state off. Luthon, if you do that, you are not eligible. So basically, I'll have a run, and then I'll let the credits play through. That way I've got the consistent timing between runs 1 and 5. Silk Bankroll, thank you so much for the beaver cheese. Thank you for stopping Luthon and his evilness. Oops, I forgot to grab that extra. Do not trust Luthon. So basically in this run, whip only, you cannot use any of the sub-weapons. You can pick them up if you get them, but you cannot use them. If you use it, invalidates the run. We will continue a run if we pick up a sub-weapon and accidentally use it. We'll just, that is what it is. But the idea is to not have that happen. Okay, this is another one of those rooms you have to do everything frame perfect. So every action except for that one. Alright, let's go. Whew. It's going to be weird not splitting here because I'm used to the splits there. When did I complete the game for the first time? Oh god, years and years ago with save states. I think the first time I legitimately beat the game without save states was when I started speedrunning. Okay, goodbye frame rule. Maybe we'll get another frame rule though. Almost got a pit. Hey, we got a frame rule. That counts, right? But yeah, I got to the Bat Bridge a couple of times as a kid, but I could never get past that bridge. And mostly because this is just, I mean, this game is brutally difficult amongst NES games. Don't listen to Luthon. He's going to get banned here in just a minute. Yeah, it is my favorite speedrun. All right, here we go. 1 in chat if you think we're going to get the Medusa crit. 2 is the good money. Wow. Nope, Sath, I need to get back to that. I love how y'all were calling me out today. I appreciate that. Now, CV2 is a fun run. The RNG is atrocious on that, though. Like, I'm not going to lie. I do not like the RNG. I don't like RNG heavy runs. And then I say that, and, Star Trek's one of my favorite runs. But that's almost like pure RNG, too, so... Alright, something terrible is going to happen here, because this has been way too good of a run. Okay, we're going to take the safe route. Oh, Sath, I don't know if you're in my Discord or not, but I kind of got the Game Gear working, but the damn screen still doesn't work. But the HDMI out works, for what it's worth. I was actually going to play with that tonight, but my shop streaming computer tried to die, or it did die, and I couldn't get it repaired, and I didn't want to switch everything back over to the old one, so... Ah, okay, rip. That's okay. Okay, that kills the PB, but... And we'll take it. Okay. Thought we were good there, too. Like I said, something was going to kill it. Oh, this sucks. Short whip strats really suck here. Okay, just keep going. And just keep going. Okay, we'll have to do backup strats here. Which is fine. Everything is fine. And hopefully... Okay, we didn't have to do backup strats there. I mean, I've put in a few runs of CV2. I just haven't submitted any. But I think I'm going to go back and hit the lizard grind. I'm just not looking forward to that RNG. Okay. Okay, I don't like the potion drop because that gives us axe up here, so we've got to be careful. He says as he gets the damn axe. I will say low percent of this game, low percent category, is still the most difficult run I've done. I knew that was going to happen. That's fine. But yeah, this game, low percent, is by far... yeah, that's the problem with this one, is when he gets away from you, it's hard to recover. Okay, Okay, we're going to try for a scroll glitch here. We're going to try for 2 scroll glitches, actually. Probably not. Nope. So what that does is that little series of movements actually breaks the rendering engine of the game and causes a block to not get drawn, basically. And it lets you take that stairway up to this point right here, that bottom stairway. Okay. So we can go ahead and whip this dude in the air. And that actually puts us in a really good spot, because if we don't get any more drops, we could potentially get a potion drop in Death's Hallway. Okay, we're going to try for a second scroll glitch here. Castlevania 4 was kind of a difficult run to learn. Not that anything in particular, and I did whip only there too. Not that any one thing in particular was hard. It was just long. Okay. Maybe I didn't. Oh, okay, it worked. So see, there was a solid wall there, and that ends up basically letting you go into the next level and skipping that entire area ahead. Yeah, CV1 low percent, which is this on steroids. So you can't get any of the whip upgrades, so you have to use a little leather whip. And no items of any kind, so no potions. Okay, I'm going to take the death here, because there's no sense in trying to get through that. Okay. That worked well. Okay, that's fine. So we'll just go ahead and grab the meat instead of skipping the meat. Again? Oh, we were supposed to grab the meat too. Okay, well, we didn't. Oh, well. Oh, we get another shot at this scroll glitch at least. Swing and a miss. That one's kind of a hard one anyway. One of these days I'll get back and do CV3. That is a long, frustrating run that has a lot of really annoying RNG in it, too. Okay. Probably not. Nope. Okay. So we're going to reset this area and just keep going. Okay, we'll try this again. Yeah, we'll kill this dude. Okay. There we go. No, Zantino. I've been busting my ass, dude. I promise you, it will not be up until at least after Lubbock-con. I've been doing nothing but getting prepared for that and work stuff. That has been my life for the last 2 weeks. Don't you do it. Okay, thank you. Oh. Okay. We're going to take the damage here because we're going to take the death. Yeah, this is another area of the game that needs to be frame perfect. We can reset the room here, but you don't want to lose any frames going into the Dracula fight, because that will change the pattern that he does his attacks, and you want to be able to predict generally what he's going to do. Okay. Missed the crit. Try another time here. Nope. Oops. Almost ran straight into him. Okay, here comes Cookie Monster. There we go. Okay. That was terrible. It's alright. We'll crack open a monster here. Okay, that's one. So we'll let the credits play. If you've never seen the credits of the game, they're pretty impressive here. Thank you guys for the GGs. Christopher B. Bello Lagusi. Love Cheney Jr. Barber Sherry. Love Cheney. Nice, Zantino. I haven't had a chance to touch my miniatures. Richard has been painting his Death Guard. I finally helped him prime those. Simon Belmundo. Yep, banana. Okay. I think when I do this... Yep, there we go. Okay, remember to get these here. I mean, it'd be great to be able to do a deathless run of this during the con. It's not going to happen, but it'd be nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Jacob's run too. I need to watch a few Ninja Gaiden runs tomorrow just to kind of get a little bit more familiar with some of the tricks in the game. You know, it's weird. It'll be the first time that I've actually done a run in front of like a live audience. Like I've done plenty of online events and stuff over the years. Like I haven't done like a big event like a GDQ or anything. Although I may be going to my first in-person event this fall. I'm kind of toying around with doing Nest Fest. I want to do ESA at one point. But there's going to be some nerves. I mean, there's probably only going to be like 5 people there, if that, so... Okay. Okay, this is the worst case scenario. Come on, dude. Okay. Got a backup crit, but not ideal. It'll be noon on Saturday. Yeah, because Jacob's going to be doing commentary for me, and I'll be doing commentary for him. Which I've never done commentary on Ninja Gaiden because I'm not like super familiar with the run. I know enough of it. And we practiced that the other night on here. But yeah, it'll be noon. I think room 117. We're doing a talk about like speedrun history. And then we're just doing a single run each, so it's kind of like an exhibition thing. Oof, that was close. So the funny thing is, really, I could PB at any time on these runs. If I have a decent run, there's a chance of a real PB. Okay, so we do that little whip there to basically set the timing on the crushers. Oof, burnt Simon's feet there. Okay, and then once again, this is basically a double frame perfect setup, which I'm not a fan of, but it's what we've got. Nope. Okay, not a bad fight, though. Luckily, Medusa's a pretty big pushover boss. In the 80% run, it's pretty easy. You just stun lock her with holy water. I'm so used to doing the split thing here. Okay, let's see if we can not die 10 times on this level. So basically, that little turn back there manipulates the Fleeman into, and that's why we call him Richard. Okay. Okay, don't care, just going. That is Dick Bones, aka Richard. And that little whip there loses a couple of frames to hopefully manipulate the skeleton into doing a favorable pattern. There we go. That's a good pattern. He jumps down there, and he doesn't throw a bone at you. Okay, so this area here is also another frame perfect area. We don't want to lose any frames here. We don't want to screw this up at all. Basically, Castlevania's RNG is mostly frame-based, based on what you do after you enter an area. And so we do a clunk here to set up this pattern for these guys. Okay, I could have actually finished that, but had to get the safety meat. And this is another area up here that we do these 3 whips to kind of set up how the rest of the stage goes. And you're basically limited by a global timer here on how fast you can finish stage 10 because these boats are on a global timer. Well, a stage timer. Castlevania doesn't have a global timer. But you do that, and it basically sets it up so all of this happens. Now, in the any percent run, we actually take a boost off of a bat that we intentionally spawn high by doing a couple of almost frame-perfect stopwatch activations. We call that cave skip. And it saves over 6 seconds. But since you can't use the stopwatch in this category, you can't do it. Yeah, it's speedrunning is it's very common to have frame-perfect stuff. And I didn't figure out all of this stuff. Oh. Okay, screwed up a little bit there, but luckily we didn't mess with the pattern. If you screw this up, if you miss any frames here, the pattern becomes random, and it becomes very difficult. But there were a lot of people before me in this game. There were a few things that I applied to this category, like I was the first one to do scroll glitches in it. Man. Come on, Frank. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, there's a lot of games that have a bunch of frame perfects, or close to frame perfects. Oh, I just realized my input viewer's not working. Sorry, guys. Okay, we're just gonna skip the 13 scroll glitch here. For no reason, apparently. Because that's going to happen anyway. Okay. Probably going to set up to take an intentional death. Yeah, we're going to take it in here. So I'm going to run this a little bit faster because I'm going to skip this meat. Because I don't care if I get a sub-weapon here because I'm going to take a death. Here, Socrates is actually working on a strat where you route an intentional death in here to get a short whip to get to death. But I am not doing that for... certainly not on this. Okay, we will attempt the cheese scroll glitch. Okay, we're going to get that whip back. Maybe? There we go. Don't climb the stairs. So basically that skips that entire previous area. Okay. Take the boost here. We'll grab the meat. Alright, take another swing at death. Okay, that's kind of bad. Ah. Oh yeah, I gotta remember to fix the input viewer at the end of this. Alright, here we go. This is another area. This is where I couldn't get past as a kid. If you know how to set up this pattern, you just walk through it. If you don't, because these are the bats from stage 1. There's like 5 bosses on this screen, and with all those pits and stuff, it's just almost impossible. If you have holy water, it's almost doable. Okay, we're not going to take the boost here. We're going to actually try to go for a decent time. Which means that Dracula's probably going to ruin our party, but... Oh, okay. Never mind. And get the bad pattern here. Okay. Alright, we're going to take the hit here. Take the death. And here, even if you have a game over, you always come back to state 18. So, if you can get to this point, it is... Okay, I gotta remember not to do it in that order. But if you can get to this point, you can eventually beat Dracula. And Dracula's actually pretty easy if you know how to do it. There we go. Okay, we got a crit on Drac. Okay, let's see if we can get a second one. Ah. That's a shame. And we're manipulating Cookie here by staying close. He doesn't shoot fireballs at you. And when you turn your back to him, he does the big jump. We're going to make him do the big jump over us. I had the health. There we go. That was a much better time. Okay, let me fix this here. YouTube chat back up. There we go. Thank you for the GG obsolete. Zantino, thank you for the GG. Sip Bankroll, thank you for the GG. Okay. Green Stranger. Do, 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 do. Okay. Number 3. I am not doing 2 loop. Oh, that's not ideal. Yes, two loop is brutally difficult on these categories. I think I've done it once low percent, but only once. Come on. Oh. Oh, that was dumb. Invalid run. The ironic thing is we try to get the stopwatch in that room in the any percent run. Let you do a what we call early activation. And you basically can get a faster bat to spawn. Saves you 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds. But can't do that on whip only runs. Although, luckily this run wasn't going to be PB anyway, so. Nope, not today. Oh, that's not ideal because that's going to throw the crit off. Oops. Do, 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 do. Yeah, inadvertent up presses are why you don't want to get that sub-weapon at the beginning of the game. Because then you ruin your run. Oh, bad pattern. Or I take a fireball to the junk. That's good too. Whew, that was a little early. That's actually a huge window to jump over those dudes. That sucks. Okay. It's okay, we can... We can deal with it. There, just like that. Not that big of a deal. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do old school strats here. Because I'm not gonna be able to farm enough hearts to get the long whip, so we'll do this here instead. You can choose this fight in whip only. It's not as fast as the other way, but it does require a so it's a frame perfect. It's you have to press backwards and jump on the same frame the time it does the back jump there. Okay, so we need to get the whip upgrade, but that's easy enough. We can do that right here. Grab that heart, and we'll grab it up here. Almost fell in the water there. Not again. Okay, we'll probably take an intentional death in 14. Just to get rid of this stupid thing. Whew. Survived that one by the skin of my teeth. Yeah, we'll go for the scroll glitch, why not? This run's already a disaster. How much worse could it get? Nope. Why did I do that? That was dumb. Oh well. I guess it doesn't matter. Once again, this run's already invalid. Alright, anybody wanting to win tickets, we've got 2 more runs after this, and that's when I'm going to do the giveaway. Probably not. Nope. Okay, we'll take the DLC here. I've never had 2 axe knives spawn before like that. Oh, well, that is very unfortunate. That was super annoying. Well, I guess another chance to do the scroll glitch. Oh, get off of the stairs, Simon. Oh, we're just gonna die again. Okay. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to damage boost off of this dude. And we'll take a death here. Okay, well that worked. Deathless, or hitless death fight, let's go. God, if I ever decide to punish myself with doing a hitless run of this, that's going to be important. Hi, Dave. Goodbye, Dave. That is unfortunate. It's okay. I got a solution. Okay, reset the room. Come on. Okay, should get a good chance here. Nope. We're not even going to get a chance at a crit. There we go. Nice. Okay, that was decent. The ending was decent. The rest of it, not so much. Okay, 2 more runs. Thank you guys for the GGs. No, these are brand new splits. I'm not even top 3 in this category anymore. I think I used to be second place. I've never had world record in this one. I did have second place. I think I'm 4th now, but I'm barely 4th. I'm only like 2 seconds off. So, like if I get a better PB, I'll go back to the podium, which I'll be happy with. Okay. No, I never had record in Frog. I was only top 10 in Frog, dude. No, record in Frog requires, like, fucking early hammer. And I'm not grinding for early hammer in Frog. I'm not grinding for early hammer in any category. Screw that. No, the only records I've had are low percent, which I'm still second. Whipless for this game, which is more of a meme category than Frog or low percent. And then I currently have the Game Boy Star Trek The Next Generation world record. Yeah, that is what I'm getting back to next before I do CV2 or anything else, because I want that sub 30. I want to break that last 10-minute barrier in that game. Chakra! Yep, the dreaded 5X. We're on 4, and runs have not been great. Have very much not been great. But since you're here, we're gonna PB. How is the chakra? I had a really good pace going into 3 on my I think my first run. Oh god. And it's over. And then it 3 did what 3 does. Oh, come on. Yep. It's Jover. See, 3's already screwing up this run, and I'm not even there yet. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's wonderful. That's 3 major screw ups so far. Some griddle and cheese will help, though. We'll claw it back. Do. A Medusa crit wouldn't hurt. Nope. Ooh, yeah, who's hungry? Who wants a grilled cheese? I'll throw some Triceratops on there. Nice Triceratops with some grilled beaver cheese. We're going to pick up the Tricera meat right here. It's Richard. He's angry. Okay. The jolliest of beaver cheese. Come on, Simon, jump. I think I'm going to end up going with a black controller tomorrow or on Saturday, because it's been behaving really well after I took it apart, and I don't know what I did to it, but that almost turned into tragedy. Alright, but we picked up our beaver cheese, or our Tricera meat. Now we need to pick up the beaver cheese. And then hopefully we can fire up the griddle. And we got to do 4 whips here. There are 4 whips. Nice. That's my good luck charm there. Four to 1. Oh, 4 minus. Well, yeah. It's definitely 4 whips there. Trisk said it was so. See, 4-1 gets me thinking about SMB1, and that makes me sad. Doot, 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 doot. That's fine. Makes me a sad panda. It does make a lot of people sad. Okay, that was close. All right. Who's hungry? Let's see if we can fire the griddle up. 10 to 1 odds here. Nope. All right, well, you're getting a cold beaver cheese sandwich. Doesn't even have the courtesy to give us a fast bone. Can you believe that? This game. Yep, microwave. I actually don't know where I'm at on the item table. That's kind of dangerous. Oh, well. Now we know. We are exactly where we wanted to be, but now we're not there anymore. We're on the other side of town. We're across the train tracks. Not a good place to be. All right. Let's see if we can get the cheese going. Probably not. How did that work? All right, well, you get your cheese and Triceratops sandwich. You're not going to stick around, Zantino? Thought you wanted to win the tickets. Oh, so much for that. Okay. Oh. I didn't get the meat, did I? I was about to say, why is my health so low? Oh, damn it. Sure, let's get all the hearts. Why not? All right, here we go. It betrays. You see that? You see the evil there, Chakra? It attempted to betray me. But I... do I get away scot-free here? I do. Nice. Okay, we ball. It was not. It was trying to betray. It is not to be trusted. Not ideal. Where's that RNG in a run that actually matters? I mean, the first part of that fight sucked, but I think there was one jump that I got 2 whips on. That was kind of crazy. Thank you for the GG. All right, we got one more. So if you guys want to go ahead and get this process started, exclamation point giveaway. Okay. Simon Belmundo. Okay. Once more unto the breach. Chakra slots. We lost. I want a refund chakra. I'll be looking for it. This run is not off to an auspicious start. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I did get 2 back crits, so 2 out of 5 is not terrible. Did we get the crit? Probably not. Oh, Richard. Don't trust him. Do not ever trust Richard. Richard is in league with the X. And he is very, very angry. I mean, can you... I can't really blame him. That's okay, we'll take it. There's no promotion. Do 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 do. Oh. That could have ended poorly. Four whips, everybody. It was going so nice, too. Okay, here we go. Nope. 0 for 5 on this one. Should probably practice this one more, but it's not really that important, and I'm probably not even going to go for it in the run. I should have just... Why am I slowing down on those guys? Alright, who wants a cheese sandwich? Kind of cold, but... Well, no cheese. Okay. Oh, this was terribly slow. Not today. They were trying. The size were hating. I saw the X lurking in the background. But not today. Come on. Who can say where the Simon goes? Into the drink. There was talking good things about the controller. Can we get a crit here, maybe? Nope. We'll try it here. Nope. No point at this point. Okay. $18, $14, $17, $14, $14. $18, $14, $17, $14, $14. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. I'll take the 14s. I was hoping for a 12, but you know. A 1259 would be phenomenal. I mean, it's no 1217, but you know. Okay, last chance. Exclamation point giveaway on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, I'll post the link in there. Just ask. Yeah, I'd be really happy with a 14. I'd be very happy with a 14. There was actually a little bit of spice, so. So anyway, exclamation point giveaway. Sign up. I'll go check the form here in a minute. I will be right back. I don't even think Zantino's coming down. We're up. Chakra, I expect you to be on a plane. You can, I got a spare bed here. Okay. Now let's save this. Anybody else want to enter? There it is on YouTube. Okay. Hey, Palace, what's going on? How have you been? You doing any speed running lately? Okay, I'll give it a couple more minutes and then we'll see what we got. I'll be right back again. Yeah, pretty much. All right, well, let's see how many entries we've got. Okay, Silk Bankroll. Since you're the only one that entered, just send me a message and I'll get you your 2 tickets. Okay. Well, gonna be about it for me. Maybe I'll do a little casual here. Kind of hard to spin the wheel with only 2 entries. So. Let's go ahead and do this. Twitch or Discord, it don't matter. Discord's easier for me. And the tickets will be at the will call, so I'll put your information there. And it's good for both days. There we go. This is the slow way. Need to learn the fast way. It's also the slow way. Yeah, Shocker, we'll hang out. I think I'm probably going to go to Nest Fest. We will hang out again one of these days. Yeah, I'm Aramis Bellmont on Discord. I think I'm probably the only one. Do not do that. That's what I was looking for. Take the slow way for now, because I've got to learn the route for this. I know how to do it in Frog, but I don't know how. I don't know how to do any of this in regular. The one, the only. Well, glad you won them. That'll give you more money to spend on all the cool vendors and stuff. We do have a lot of cool vendors there. And there's going to be a lot of cool panels there too, not just the Apex stuff, but there's a lot of cool things happening. And we're actually going to be streaming on the Lubbock-con channel, which I'll post that in my Discord, or you can find that. I believe it's just Lubbock-con. Oh. Bullshit. I disagree. But yeah, I'll be doing another giveaway during my panel. I'll be doing a gift certificate to Found Gaming. I haven't announced that yet, but Found Gaming is a local store if you're not familiar with them. They do a bunch of retro stuff. And I don't know how much it's going to be. I got to go talk to the owner tomorrow because we're figuring that out. But and then I'll be doing another panel on Sunday. Me and a guy named Jeff will be doing one on retro mods and stuff, and I'll be showing off my Game Boys and stuff. No, I don't want that. Yeah, I'll be showing off the Game Boys and stuff I've modded over the years. Wish I was showing off my Game Gear, but it's still in pieces. I gotta order a screen for that tonight, actually. That's not fast, but... And of course we get a fanfare. I'm glad there's not a timer running on this. Early hammer, maybe? Come on, keep your speed. Nope. Oh. That's okay. Okay, we got this. I don't know which Hammer Brother that is, but we're gonna try. Come on, come back. Nope. Not gonna get it. Oh, okay, that was not intentional. Forgot I gotta go high. Take the... Stupid ass Hammer Brothers. Oh, come on, get me out of here. Should have kept running. Again? Yeah, well, I tried. Okay, we're just gonna go. Come on. Really? Oops. That was... Hey, Toya. How's it going? Yeah, now you give me the hammer. Stupid game. Yeah, so I guess the strat here is like, don't fight any of the Hammer Brothers if you don't have to, unless you can get early hammer. It is not Castlevania indeed. I just finished with a 5x run of whip only. So I am Castlevania'd out for the day. Boop. Oh yeah, well I'm just doing this and I'm gonna end stream. Hey, the boomsticks. Man, you caught me just as I'm heading out. So there we go. Got another run of that done. Not too bad. Let's see, let's find somebody to raid, shall we? Actually, I'm just gonna end stream. So I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. So anyway, we'll see you guys next time.